Hello, 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 all, and welcome back. Welcome to 2025. After this last portal we went through, I had no choice but to return to you. So, welcome to S. Marie. You know me as the Good Witch, and I'm always be that. So, never think that that's gone. If you've been here, welcome home. If you are new, welcome home. Okay? So, today's going to be kind of special. Yesterday, we went through a portal, which we go through often, but this was a very powerful one for 2025. So instead of doing a typical reading, I am going to show you three things, and I want you to tell me what resonates well with you. And you're going to listen to the reading that resonates well with you. You can listen to all of them. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment in love. But I want you to really take the time out, even if you need to pause the video for a second. Sit with each of the items that I'm about to show you. Whichever one resonates with you, that's going to be specifically designed for you. Okay? You ready? The first one is a crystal. This is a crystal. It's a natural citrine. I want you to look at it. I want you to imagine how it feels. I want you to take a deep breath in and sit with the crystal. Sit with the citrine. See if it resonates with you. If so, the first reading is for you. The second one is a candle. This is actually an Life Love candle. That's my supplement brand, but this candle is based on rose quartz. It has a rose quartz base, has some rose quartz powders and some crystals in it as well. But this is a candle that brings forth love and abundance coming to me. It has those intentions set in it, but I don't want you to focus on the intention. I want you to focus on the candle. See if the candle sits well with you. Okay? If you resonate more with the candle, I want you to sit and think about a flame. Think about love, if that's where you are. Okay? And lastly, the feather. The feather is very self-explanatory. You need that air. You resonate with the wind, the feather, the birds, the flying. Imagine how it feels on your skin. Imagine the scent. Imagine the lightness of it. Let it sit with you. So, they're all back there. And what you see behind me, I'll explain at the end of the video. But I first want you to resonate with one of those three items. And we are going to dive right in. Again, remember to like, share, comment in love, okay? And subscribe if you haven't already. It's time to get it moving. So, this one is the crystal, the citrine. The overall energy of this citrine reading is a new moon in Scorpio. The new moon in Scorpio will fall around April 23rd this year of 2025. That's going to be a very, very powerful time for you. But right now you're in a space where you need to work through your fears. Now is not the time to, oh, well, my intuition is saying this is too much for me right now. No, now is the time for you to push through. If you chose the crystal, it's push through time, not pull back time. So work through your fears is the overall energy of this. Be passionate about what you're doing. Be passionate about your person. Be passionate about yourself, your work, your love. So we're going to look at love, finances, and a message for the divine for all three of those symbols. Right now, the overall energy of your crystal is work through that. Get through that. Don't let that stop you. And when we're moving forward in that energy, we're talking about love. And with love, you are dealing with a worthiness issue. It's remember that you matter. You're going to work through it, but you're going to remember that you matter. You're going to remember that you matter even more than the person that you love. Because if you pour into you last, how can you continue to pour into them? And we want to feel worthy. We want to give more. We want to do more for people when we're in this energy. And it's hard to pull back from other people and pour into yourself. And because you're thinking, if I keep pouring into them, they'll keep pouring into me. And that's not necessarily how this is going to work. When they see you pour into you, they'll want to pour into you more. Or at all in some cases. Some of y'all have been pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring for someone who hasn't poured out to you at all, or not in a way that matters to you because they feel like they have. But the way that they're pouring into you doesn't matter to you right now. You may not even see what they're pouring into you because it matters to you so little. You feel like they're doing nothing and they feel like they're doing everything. So you're struggling with your worthiness. You might need to communicate that with them. I don't see what you're doing for me, and they're probably going to be offended. And if they're offended, it's because they actually have been probably doing the best they know how to love you or to pour into you, which may mean that that's not the love you want, and that may not be the love that you need. So you matter enough to get the love that you want or the love that you need. You don't have to settle for the love that they give. They can either decide to adjust and love you in a way that communicates over better to you, or you can just decide that I matter more than this situation and you can leave. But at the end of the day, you matter, and you're going to matter to the next person as well if there is a next person. But you do matter to the person that you're thinking of. They just don't express it in a way that shows up for you. If we're looking at your finances, we are in a space of new beginnings, new abundance, new things are coming, new routes of finances are coming to you. Be open to new experiences with your money, with your finances, with your investments, with your thoughts, not necessarily ideas. These are things that you have thought about before that honestly you didn't feel like you mattered enough to do, or they might happen for somebody else, but not for you. You weren't passionate about it because you weren't sure that you deserved it. And you do, because guess what? You matter. And guess what? You have to work through those fears of not enoughness, because being not enough is also a fear. Because what if I do get the promotion, or what if I do get this money and I blow it? What if I do get this job and I can't handle it? What if I say sink or swim and I sink? You matter. And you have to work through those fears. That's the same fear that everyone who's ever swam had. What if I drown? They've all had, everybody who has gotten in the swimming pool has had that thought at least once. Until they got confident enough to know, I can. I matter enough to me to make sure that I don't drown. It's not that I matter enough to someone else that they'll jump in and save me. It's I matter enough to me that I will not allow me to drown. I will doggy paddle. I will grab the side. I will do whatever I have to do. I will float until I can swim again. But I matter enough to me for me to save me. And your message from the divine is that you are that. It's the man, but it means you're that one. You are all of that. You can do anything you set your mind to. The universe is open to you to do it because you matter. You may not be shown that you matter by the person or people that you want to matter to. And that is because you are not allowing yourself to matter enough to you. So when you start caring more about yourself, they'll start caring more about you. And remember, April 23rd is that new moon in Scorpio, and that's going to be a very pivotal date for you. So if you are setting intentions right now, set some intentions to where you can set a growth point for around that Scorpio new moon. Set yourself a checkpoint for April for those manifestations or desires or wishes or prayers or whatever you call them that you want, that you've put in place. Set yourself a checkpoint for around April 23rd, 24th in that area. Because that new moon is going to show you, okay, you stuck through it. Okay, you kept going. Okay, you kept pushing. Now look at where we are. So remember that. Our next one is the candle. So if you chose the candle and you chose to resonate with this lovely Alkaline candle, but Alkaline beside the point, if you resonated with the candle, with the sweetness, with the flame, with the color, with whatever it is that called you to resonate with a candle at this point, the overall energy of your reading is the first quarter moon. Your commitment is getting ready to be tested. And that's because you asked for something and you're walking into it, but you're at the beginning of this journey. You're not at the end. You're at the beginning of something new and your commitment is being tested. They're going to see if you really want what you say you want or if you'll just take anything to sit down. It's like you want $1 million. I'm just using money because people resonate with money right now. It's the beginning of the year. You want $1 million. Somebody offers you 10,000 with the promise that they'll give you that same 10,000 for 12 months in a row. But you can't grow it. You can't change it. You can't ask for any more. You can't use it to start a business. You can't use it to do anything that will produce $1 million. You can only use it to survive. And then you have another offer for $100. But you can take that $100. They'll give you that same $100 every month. Just like they were going to do the $10,000. But you can take that $100 and you can invest it and you can grow it and you can make it $1 million. You can start a business with that $100. You can do whatever you want to with that $100. But that's a big difference. YouTube been getting on me for my language, so I had to, they don't post all my videos if I say certain stuff anymore. So, you can Use that for whatever you want. Or you can just take this 10,000 and be settled. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Which would you choose? It's that kind of level of commitment test where it's not going to be easy for you to pick. You're dealing with a lot. You're going to be being tested. You're going to have a lot of rage in your love life. Rage is often misinterpreted. And the point of your love life is you are entitled to feel the way you feel. If you are upset, be upset. Express it. If you are happy, be happy. Express it. And I'm saying that because people always think that rage is just, you can have an outrageous love. You can have an outrageous joy. You can have an outrageous anger, but rage is going to personify your love life for this first quarter of this year. For the first quarter of this year, you're either gonna love really hard or you're gonna be really hard on love. Now, if you're being really hard on love, they earned it. Because this isn't coming from a place of confusion. This is coming from a place of, I know that you intentionally did what you did. I know that you hurt me on purpose and I'm upset about it, but I'm not ready to let you go yet. And I don't know if I ever will be because I'm working on forgiving you. But I'm going to feel what I feel. Or you have someone who doesn't love you the way that you desire to be loved, but you're so happy that they try to suppress your happiness and tell you that, okay, well, you're a little bit too happy. I need you to tone that down. I need you to bring that down a bit. Life is not that great. It's not that grand. And you're not going to be allowing anyone to make you suppress that because it's outrageous to you. They want you to calm down. You are happy. You're expressing joy. So you're entitled to feel whichever one of those you're feeling. But do what's necessary to preserve yourself, to preserve your emotions, to preserve your thoughts, to be open to feeling, to not be subdued or suppressed by the boundaries of others. Because they're not sure how to express themselves, and some of you are going to have sexual issues. So because they don't want to express themselves sexually, because they don't want to express themselves verbally, because they push their anger down and they hide their joy. They're very prudent when it comes to their sex life. This is what you've been trying to help them deal with, that they said they wanted you to help bring them out of. They want to be more like you, but instead of becoming more like you, they try to dumb you down. They try to put out your fire. They try to smoke. They want you to smolder instead of burst. And you're not a smoldering person at this point in life. So be ready to be passionate. Be ready to know that you can feel the way that you feel, and they will either handle it. Most of them are going to handle it because it's too entertaining not to. And if they do leave, it's for the best, because they wouldn't be able to keep up with you and you would drive yourself into a depression trying to cover yourself, trying to be someone different, trying to be someone milder, trying to be someone more quiet. You're going to run yourself into a depression, trying to make someone else happy. So be committed to you. Be committed to your truth. Because being you and being your truth is going to get you the manifestations of the desires that you have been craving. Not being true to who they want you to be, but being true to who you want you to be is going to get you there. Okay? You're going to have a very passionate financial life. It's time for you to jump in, deep dive, do all those things, take all those risks. It's a risky time at the beginning of the year for you, but you come out on top because you are passionate and you are staying committed to the goals that you set. You are going to be committed to it. So if you're going to be committed, it's okay to take risk because commitment doesn't waver when it's tested. That's why it's a commitment. Just because it's hard or just because it's uncomfortable doesn't mean I leave the commitment because it's a commitment. That's why you are entitled to feel the way you feel, especially if you're in a committed relationship. You committed to this. You said you wanted this. You said you wanted all of this. You can't commit to a piece of me. Either you're committed to me or you are not. And you have to be that way about your finances. You're going to be that way about your love life. But most of all, you're going to be that way about yourself. Asheo. Your message from the divine is that you are getting a message from the air. There are whispers in the wind for you. People will be giving you secrets and insights to things that are going to be life-changing for you. But knowledge gained and not applied is useless for you. You'll pass along that knowledge to someone else who will use it. But in this case, you're going to be given knowledge. There's going to be messages for you. People are going to be telling you what to do. You just have to do it. Stay committed to the doing of it. I know you're tired. I get it. You have a lot going on. You have a lot of irons in the fire, pots on the stove, however you want to say it. Listen to the message. Listen to the messages. Be committed to the actions that help you commit to yourself. Okay? So you're in your first quarter, if you chose the candle. Now, lastly, but definitely not least, is our feather. Now, this particular feather has a very interesting story that I may post one day, but I keep it on top of certain spiritual tools to control certain energies and keep things in place so that things don't get out of whack. Just because it's light doesn't mean it's not weighted. Sometimes the lightest things hold the most weight. The overall energy of it, if you pick the feather, then right now your energy is kind of void of course. You're going down a path that doesn't suit you. You're trying to force something into place that Spirit is trying to take away. You have cleared a path already for a future that you want, for a life that you've thought about, and now you've changed your mind and you're not even sure if that's what you want or that's what's going to happen in this quarter. It's one of those situations where you're really trying not to just say F it all and blow everything off and start from scratch. New life, new love, new career, all of those things need to be made new. Now, that doesn't mean you have to get rid of everything. That means you have to adjust the way your vision is. You are a course creator. If you are void of course, create the course in which you desire. Create the path. You are, in your love life, is going to be full of miracles. Things that you never thought were possible, things that you tried to manifest for yourself 10 years ago, because this course is able to be cleared or is already clear, you are creating the love of your dreams. Miracles are manifesting itself. Emotions that you thought you couldn't feel, you're going to be feeling. New love or renewed love is coming to you. It's going to spark a flame in your love life that's just going to feel magical. Some of you have been in love for the first time ever in your life, and some of you are in your 60s, you're in your 40s. Some of you are 16 and you think it's puppy love, but this is going to be your forever person. Like it's that kind of love. And the funny thing is, you weren't even trying to create it. You just knew what you wanted. So the miracle of it is, just like you knew what you wanted and you haven't wavered from it, or you have wavered, or you're wavering away from things that no longer suit you, the divine is sending you exactly what you want in the form that you want it. Just be open to the miracle. Do not fight the miracle. Don't fight it. Let it come to you. Don't chase the miracle. You don't have to. Just know what you want and let it come to you. Even if what you want is a little toxic, it's yours. And who said stop judging other people's wants, or your wants even, as good, bad? They're indifferent. They are yours. They are yours. Try to make sure that they don't do you harm, but they are yours. If you want to cause yourself harm, knock yourself out. Who am I to say you can't hurt yourself? If you feel like getting your head up against that wall, go hit it. But know that you are creating it. So if you are looking at a past situation through rose-colored glasses and you're wanting that past situation to come back, it's going to come back. But it's still that situation. Now, if you want it to come back to you different, be specific about that and be open to the way in which it comes. In your finances, be still. Be still. Now is not the time to be risky for you. Now is the time for you to focus on stability, stabilizing, getting things to a comfortable place for you. Not a comfortable place for whoever is telling you what to do or trying to tell you what to do, but a comfortable place for you. If that comfortable place for you includes everyone else just because that's who you are, that is okay too. But know that it's about finding a comfortable place for you. Okay? Whew. Your message from the divine stays completely in line. You have Oya watching you. You have the divine spirit of, honestly, my head. Oya is watching you. She wants you to stay grounded as she clears a path for you and has your ancestors move in front of you, and she is going to make sure that things go your way. She's doing things in front of you that you think are happening behind the scenes, but honestly, she goes before you and clears a path. With the lightning in her hand and the cemetery behind her. With the spirits beneath, around, and above you. Your ancestors go before you and clear your way, and you have someone in your life that is clearing roads and clearing paths for you that you have no idea about. You have a spiritual divine connection. That is moving on your behalf. Asheo. If you ever need a personal reading, I'll leave all the links and things in the description box below. What you see behind me are a lot of my products from arthalife.com that used to be on Easy Conjure. But it's different now. We're focusing more on health because, as a lot of you know, I went through a battle with cancer and I beat it, and I beat it holistically and spiritually. And I know a lot of you followed my journey on Usha when I was gone and when I was dealing when I was with Queen Afua and Dr. Sabi, and I did all of the teachings and all of the learnings, and I have learned some amazing things. And I have been able to put a lot of them into a form that you can take that is good for you, that I can actually give you in the Western world without adding a lot of things to it, adding actually very few things to it. And I can do nothing but thank my ancestors for the ability to be able to do that. So I look forward to hearing from you. If you have enjoyed this, please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment in love, book your own personal readings if you need to. I am welcome to talk to you. I am welcome home, y'all. You have been missed. We're gonna get all of this together. I know Spirit told me after I came into meditation last night. I did my meditation, I did some other things last night, and Spirit was with me and it told me. So now, if y'all still here, we're just having a conversation because my clan knows we talk and we're going to go through things and we're going to talk it out together. I'm going to start back going live. You guys have to start joining me. I don't like to do readings live that are going to be recorded because I'll pick up on the energy of the group. So if you do join my lives, know that yes, you can ask me questions and things like that. I have been on TikTok a lot, but I'm going to get off TikTok and get back on YouTube because this is always home and we're going to keep this home, okay? But life has been amazing, and anything you cannot do, please know that you can. You can. You just have to know how. And sometimes in knowing how, it's all about getting the help that you need. And I will do my very, very, very best to help you. And if I can't, I probably know somebody that can. So, you are loved. You are welcome. You are thought about and appreciated. Remember to love yourself. Remember that you matter. Okay? All of you matter. All of you. Peace, love, and light, y'all.